Welcome to this tutorial on how to submit to National Bank. Welcome to this tutorial on how to submit to National Bank. Before we go over the process of submitting to National Bank, there are features and steps that I'd like to draw to your attention before starting this process. First, you'll need to access and review National Bank's Broker Kit. The Broker Kit is your reference guide for all of the required documents that you will need in order to submit. These documents will need to be stored in the attachment section. The Broker Kit can be found by scrolling over to the right-hand side and clicking on your name, and then scrolling down till you locate Partners Portals. You'll click on Partners Portal, and then you'll select National Bank. You'll also see the hyperlink for the rate sheet, compensation grid, and reference documents. Now select National Bank. You will then be directed to the Broker Kit for National Bank. The Broker Kit will outline all of the documents that you will need to collect and include within the attachment section within Mortgage Boss. Now that you have reviewed the Broker Kit and you are aware of what documents are required, we're going to locate the deal and start retrieving these documents using the key tools within the compliance section of Mortgage Boss. To locate your deal you wish to submit to National Bank, there are various ways to access your deal. For this demonstration, we will access our deal through My Deals. You'll scroll up to the top and you'll come into the Deals module and locate My Deals. Once in, you will see all of your deals, and then we'll just click on the deal that we're wishing to submit to National Bank. Once clicked, this is going to open up the application. Once the application loads, please ensure that all fields are complete, especially the following. In the identification section, that the province is present, the identification number with or without dash is exactly how it looks on the ID, and that you included the expiry date. Please feel free to use the calendar feature to access that date. Next, under address, that you have included the current address of the applicant along with start date. If the applicant has lived at this address for less than 2 years, you must include a previous address along with start and end date. Same thing for employment. The current employer must go in this field along with start date. If the applicant has worked at this employer for less than 2 years, you must include a previous employer along with start date and end date. Next, you'll come all the way down and you'll complete all of these fields until you come down to the ending of the application. Once you have completed all of the required fields, this will be a very good opportunity for you to come in and check for errors. Right to the right screen, you'll see the blue check mark, and this is your validation feature tool. Once you click on this check mark, it will open up all of the errors that you have within your application details. You'll see the pink ribbon to the right side. Once you click on this ribbon, it will open up all of the errors that you have. The great thing about this section is that all of the errors are hyperlinked and will take you directly to where your error is located. The goal of this is to get all of your errors down to 0. A second option of getting the application completed is via the customer portal. Along the left-hand side, you're going to scroll down and come down to customer portal. This feature can be used to send your applicant the online application form. This online form can be used as a two-way, meaning that you can send the online form as many times as you wish to your clients until it is filled out correctly. You can review each of the sections and either accept or deny each of them. Accepting will allow Boss to auto-populate the section into the application details. You can deny it if it's not filled out correctly and send it back to your customer, and that is the customer portal. Now that the application is completed, this starts the National Bank submission process in collecting the required documents as per the Broker Kit. Along the left-hand side, you will have access to all of the tools and features that will help you to retrieve these documents. First, we have the credit and income section, and within this section, you'll have your credit bureau. You'll just select your applicants. You'll have to put in how you obtained authorization and the method. You can select from Equifax or TransUnion, and then you'll come over and click on Request Bureau. Next, we have bank statements. And with bank statements, you'll simply click on your applicant again, and you'll come over and request bank statements. This will send over a request to your applicants to use Flinks to connect to their bank statements. Once these bank statements have been selected by your client and pulled back over into Mortgage Boss, 12 months of bank statements will pull into the summary section where you'll be able to view it. Please remember that once these documents come in, they will land in the attachment section. Next, we have CRA. And CRA, once you select your applicants, Mortgage Boss will populate all of the documents. You can unselect whichever CRA documents you do not want to retrieve, and then you'll click on Request CRA Documents. What this will do is it will allow Snap NOA to send your clients a consent form for them to fill out, and then once Snap NOA receives that consent form, they will pull and connect to their CRA account. Once these documents come over, they'll land back into the summary section. You'll be able to view the package that comes in, but it will again also land in the attachment section. Next, we have the form section. And in this section, this is where the provincial forms will populate based on the subject property. Coming soon to Mortgage Boss, we will have the e-sign feature that will be built in that you can use to send out to your applicants for e-signing. Once this package is signed by your applicants, it will come back over into Mortgage Boss and it will land in the attachment section. Next, we're going to come down to SafeDocs. SafeDocs is Mortgage Boss's retrieval system. This functionality allows you to send an email notification to your applicants in order to receive documents that they have saved on their home computer. Don't forget, once the document has been uploaded and sent over from your applicant back over into Mortgage Boss, you must come down and change the status to verified. By changing it to verified, it will allow this document to land in the attachment section. Next, we're going to head on over into the attachment section. Within the attachments, this is a very important step. Please ensure that all of your collected documents are in this section before submission. This is where the M3 compliance analyst at the DRC, the Deals Review Center, will retrieve your documents for vetting and submission. It is very important that all of your documents are named correctly and reviewed by you to ensure accuracy. Next, we're going to scroll down to the Notes section. Within the Deals Notes section, this is where you will type in your notes for your M3 compliance team member, as they will be receiving and vetting your deal before they submit to National Bank. Please enter in all of your lender notes within the Deal Notes section, and then come down and click on Save. Next, we're going to go up to Lender Submit. Within the Lender Submit section, this is where you're going to review the details of the application. Then you will scroll down to Submission. Under Lender Type, you're going to select from the pull-down bar the Deal Review Center. Then next to the right, under Lender, you're going to select National Bank. Then you'll scroll down and you'll come down to Validate. The Validate tab allows you to use this as a secondary validation process for any errors before submission. Boss will also validate for National Bank required fields. Once done, you'll click on Submit. Before we exit out of Lender Submit, it is important to highlight that under the submission history, this is where you'll be able to see when the deal has been submitted. Once the deal is submitted, it does not go directly to National Bank. It needs to be vetted by an M3 compliance team member at the DRC Center before they submit to National Bank. This analyst will become the deal owner and you will not have access to edit the deal. If anything is missing, your M3 analyst will contact you. Agents will only have read-only access to the deal. However, you'll be able to access the attachment section and add in any documents. Next, just for your FYI, I would like to show you the Service Center and the Deals Review Center. This is not a part of the submission process, and agents are not required to come into this section. This is just where you can come in to see the status of your national bank deal. You can see who the employee is that is handling your deal. You can see the Deal Review Center updates and any statuses that they set this to. The final step in the submission process coming down to the lender response. Once National Bank has a decision on your file, you'll receive an email and also response within this section. With National Bank, there is no lender portal. You do everything in BOSS. You're basically taking care of the deal submission and the compliance all at the same time because documents are already attached to this deal. There will be 3 most likely responses that you could receive: conditional, rejected, or approval. Any documents sent to you from National Bank, you can download them in the attachment section. A rejected response, you will receive an email explanation, which can be found in the attachment section. A conditional approval, you'll receive an email from the DRC outlining the requirements, the missing documents, in order to move into an approved state. Approved, the documents that need to be signed by your customer can be found in the attachment section. Once signed, the broker attaches the signed documents in the attachment section and then sends an email to the DRC notifying them that the letter has been signed. The DRC will then send the documents to National Bank to finalize compliance. Again, there is no lender portal. Submission of National Bank documents are done only through BOSS. Once everything is signed and returned to National Bank within BOSS, you will be paid directly by National Bank. You should follow your existing process for compliance because payroll and compliance is not done within BOSS. On behalf of M3 Tech, we'd just like to thank you so much for watching and have yourself a great day.